It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a happy sun. It's a happy sun. The birds are singing. The birds are singing. The ducks are quacking. The ducks are quacking. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Hi, we're going to do a magic trick, and I want to show you my cards. These are all different cards. So we're going to take a card out of the deck, going to put it across the table here, take a card, and so, okay, so can you zoom in on this card? Okay. Now we're going to take this card and put it in the deck here. We're going to cover it up. Okay. So I'm going to look. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to look for this card. See if I can find it. Is this your card? Okay, that's the magic trick.
He's up in the hole over there.
I know how mean they are because I saw on Johnny. That is
You know, baseball is a great sport, and this is an old song that I learned, and it's on iTunes if you want to check it out later. Here it is. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts or Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for it. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So what's your favorite team? Go ahead, yell it out. Okay, now sing it with me. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts or Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Root for the other guys. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Okay, I'm gonna hit a home run now.
Hi, we're going to talk about good environmental news. The power plants that give you electricity in your house, they run on coal. The coal is creating mercury in waters where otters and fish eat the mercury and get very sick on the mercury. Well, it turns out because of wind power and the natural gas use, the coal is not being used as much anymore, so mercury is no longer being used as much, and so fish and wildlife, different birds that eat fish and otters and all those animals are all going to be cleaner now. The air is going to be cleaner because this is all because of wind power and natural gas. So, and it's stemming from capitalism, from too many rich people being in power, and so that is the good environmental news. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do Craft Corner. We have an empty plastic container. This is Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to use that for glue. We have scraps of fabric, different kinds of fabric, different colors, in shapes. So circles, triangles, rectangles, squares. So we're going to blow up a balloon and tie it. Is that big enough? Okay, we're going to put the balloon on the chicken can and it will stay up. We take the glue, pour it into this can. Just put a lot in there. Then we're going to add a little water, make it looser, and we're going to stir it up. Okay, then we're going to apply the fabric to the balloon. Okay, and I will be back. Hi, I'm back. So this is what it looks like when you're done. Put all the pieces on there. Eventually we're going to pop the balloon and pull out the balloon, and so I got to let it dry. So I'll be back. Hi, boys and girls, we're back with Craft Corner. And we have our lantern. Hi, we're back. So we have some fishing line. And I tried to pop this. The air is not coming out. Then we're going to tie up the balloon. You see, isn't that really neat? If you can get your balloon out, that would be great, but this balloon just doesn't want to deflate. Let's see here. Okay, so then it's stuck on the inside to the balloon, so we can just hang it up with the balloon then, I guess. And you can decorate your house this looks pretty cool. You can hang this up around the house. You can put it on a tent, around the tent, and it looks fantastic. I need to glue some of this down again, but other than that, it looks good. I think it needs more glue on here. Okay, so that's Craft Corner, and you hang it up with fishing wire. Okay, thanks, bye. Hi, we're going to tell a story about the island and the lost children. This happened in Holland, and a king and queen had a child. His name was Hagen, and they were celebrating it at a tournament when young Hagen was dragged off by a griffin. The griffin flew him to his nest, where he ended up fighting off the baby griffins. And one of the baby griffins tried to take him away, but the baby griffin was flying in the air, and so Hagen fought the baby griffin until he was dropped, and then he hid from the griffin, and then he fell asleep under a bush. And when he woke up, he was tired and hungry, and he was cold and hungry, and he started looking around trying to find some berries, and he ended up finding 3 girls. And the girls were like, "Why are you hunting us?" And he's like, "I'm not trying to hunt you. I'm just a boy just like you." And the griffins took me away and brought me here. And the girls were like, "Yeah, the griffins did that to us too." So he's with 3 of these girls. One's from Sweden, one's from India, and one's from Portugal. The one from India, her name is Helga, and she's the eldest one, and she's the one that always talks. And so they stayed there on the island for a while. The girls were able to feed the boy, clean him up, and give him some water, and they gave him some herbs that they found. So they were living on herbs and water on the island for 4 years. And they found a shipwreck. Hagar found a shipwreck, and there was some men on there. So he ran back to his friends, the girls, told them about it. They were all crying and everything. Then they went to go examine to see if there was any food on board, and Hagar found some armor, and he put it on. And there were the griffins. They started attacking, and Hagar fought the griffins off and killed them. Killed the 3 griffins, the baby griffins. And the girl said, "You're so courageous and brave. Can't believe you're with us." And so they go look for some food. They're able to get some food now because they have a weapon. They get some venison and some other kind of food. They go in the woods. They don't have any fear in the woods now. They can get other kinds of food and stuff. And a ship comes and picks them up. At first they didn't want to pick them up, but they thought they were monsters because of the way they were dressed. But then Hagar said, "No, wait, come back. We're not monsters. come on back. And so they realized there were people, and so they picked them up, and they had a feast on board the ship. And then the leader said, "Well, who the heck are you?" And the kid said, "Well, I'm the son of this great king." And he said, "What's the king's name?" So he told him what the father's name is. And the leader said, "Well, I'm going to hold you hostage, and I'm going to avenge you. I'm going to get revenge with your father. So he's going to have to pay quite a bit of money for you, because he kicked me out of my castle and killed all of my knights." And the boy said, "Don't hold me hostage. If you bring me back, I'm sure you'll get paid tenfold." So the guy says, "Okay, fine, we'll do that." When they finally arrived to the Holland, the boy says to the messengers, "When you go look for my parents, tell them that I have this cross on my chest." And this gold cross. And he shows it to him, and they say, "Okay." So they go find the parents, and the parents are like, "Yeah, right. Our son is still alive. Yeah, right. He died 4 years ago. He's not alive." So they said, "Yes, he is. He has a gold cross on his chest. He told us that we have to tell you that, so that you know that it's him." So they decide to go down to the beach and see if they can find the boy and meet up with him and see this cross that he has on his chest, to see if it really is their son. And they go and they meet with the boy, and they say, "Let's see this cross." And the boy shows them the cross, and they said, "You're our son. You're hanging. Yay! And we're so happy to see you. Yay!" And Hagen told them that this man saved these girls and him from the island, and he needs to get paid for that. So the king paid him off and had a huge feast and everything went really well. And then Hagen ended up marrying Helga from India, and they lived happily ever after. That's it. The story of the children from the island.
Hi kids, how you doing? I hope you like cookies, because I wrote a song about cookies. And if you want, you can sing with me. Cookie, 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 cookie. Cookie, 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 cookie. You know, peanut butter are the best, but you might like one of the rest, like chocolate chip or almond, or so many others that are fun. Okay, now I want you to yell out while you're watching this TV show your favorite cookie. Go ahead, yell real loud. Okay, now sing with me the chorus. Cookie, 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 cookie. Cookie, 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 cookie. I wish the rainbow was a real big cookie, 'cause then I'd eat it up. Cookie, 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 cookie. Cookie, cookie, cookie.
Hi! Hi, we're going to talk about Library Corner. And I have this book called Dewey, and it's called There's a Cat in the Library. And it's about Dewey, read more books. It's about a cat who is found in a drop-off box, and he's not looking so good, is he? Anyway, he's with the other books. He gets a bath, and he's invited in to the library, and he gets to meet with mostly kids and how they treat him. It's about how they treat the cat and how he gets along with the kids in the library. And yeah, you should get this book called Dewey, There's a Cat in the Library. Dewey, read more books. Okay, and it's by Vicki Myron and Brett Witter, illustrated by Steve James. Yeah, get this book. It's awesome. My next book for Library Corner is Shih Tzus Are the Best. This talks about the Shih Tzus and how you care for your dog, and how this dog is a perfect dog for somebody who's not really active and somebody who will brush out their dog every day and care for their dog. They like to be around people all the time. They're playful, and they love to be around people. The Tibetan monks used to own these dogs, and just recently the AKC allowed them to be one of the dogs. And this is written by Elaine Landau, and it's got many cute pictures in here of Shih Tzus. So come on and get this book about Shih Tzus. Shih Tzus are the best. Okay, that's my Library Corner. Alright, thanks, bye. We have a grandmother who likes to knit, and we have a little boy, her grandson, and she made him some mittens. Well, he was out in the woods, and he ended up losing his mitten, so he's out there wandering around looking for his mitten. Meanwhile, a mole comes along and looks at the mitten and says, "Oh, look, it's going to be warm in there. Let's move inside." So the mole goes inside, and it's nice and warm. So he's inside. Then a rabbit comes along and says, "Oh, look, a mitten. I'm going to go inside and see if I can get warm." So he goes inside. He says his ears are cold, so he goes inside. Next comes an owl, and she looks at the mitten and says, "Oh, that looks warm in there. I think I'm going to go inside." So the mole says, "Wait a minute, you can't come in here." And the owl said, "But I want to get warm. I'm cold. I'm cold outside." And the mole says, "Very well, come on inside." So the owl goes inside. And then comes a badger, and he wants to come inside. And the mole says, "No, badger, you can't come inside. There's too many already in here. You can't come in." And the badger says, "Well, I gotta come in. I'm so cold, I'm so cold." So the mole says, "Okay, fine, come on in." So then comes a hedgehog. He says he's got to come inside because he's cold. So they let him in. So then a fox and a bear come along, and they say they're cold too. They want to get in there also. But the mole says, no, you guys are way too big. You guys can't come in. And then he says, okay, fine, very well, you guys can come in. So these guys go in the glove, and this guy's still looking around for his glove. He doesn't know what's going on. So he's still looking around. Can't find his glove. Then the mouse says, I'm gonna go in. So she goes in, and the mitten explodes. And all the animals go flying. So we got the wolf, or the fox, the bear, the hedgehog are all out of the mitten, the badger, the owl, the mole, the rabbit, and the mouse. They're all out of the mitten right now. And this guy still can't find his mitten. So these guys all scurry off. And finally, the little boy finds his mitten. There's his mitten, but it's all stretched out of shape. He goes, what the heck happened to my mitten? So that's it for the story about the mitten. Okay, thanks. Hi, we're going to light a candle for our science corner and put it on the water like so, and then we're going to cover it up with a jar, and it just rises up. It's not really sucking up the water that much. Oh, there it goes. Sucking up the water. Okay, that's my science corner. Isn't that awesome? That's not magic, that's science. Okay, hey kids, you like books? How about The Shade Riders and the Dreadful Ghosts? The Shade Riders and the Electric Werewolves. Entangled Adjustment. This is a prologue of the Shade Riders. Smash Up. It's another prologue of the Shade Riders. And Bogart Chaos, another prologue of the Shade Riders. All from Amazon or Smashwords.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a happy sun. It's a happy sun. The birds are singing. The birds are singing. The ducks are quacking. The ducks are quacking. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a happy sun. It's a happy sun. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. It's a beautiful day. It's a happy sun. The birds are singing. The ducks are quacking.